Good day, ma'am. My name is Lester Avila Jr. and I am here to discuss or to answer the questions that has been asked with this particular topic, which is the genealogical and cultural connections of the tribe people in MINSUPALA and its implication on the Islamization of the island. And um, with the following questions that has been asked, is the tribe people connected genealogically and culturally? What are the bases if they are connected genealogically and culturally? And also, what are the implications on the Islamization of Minsupala? Mindanao, the country's second biggest island group after Luzon, has been dubbed the land of promise because to its unexplored potential natural riches. Although some believe that staying in Mindanao is risky due to bandit related violence, bombings, and kidnappings. We are unaware that, however, that Mindanao has a sizable and diversified population, a big group of individuals who live in an environment that values peace and harmony above everything else. In Minsupala, the tribe peoples are the Moro, Lumad, and migrants. Muslims or Moro or Bangsamoro or the Moro nation are composed of 13 ethno-linguistic tribes. The Lumad, a collective term for non-Muslim and non-Christian tribal groups in Mindanao or cultural communities, are likewise extremely diverse. They are comprised of 18 distinct ethno-linguistic group, ethno, 18 distinct ethno-linguistic groups, and finally migrants, who are subdivided into 9 ethno-linguistic groups. And when we say connected genealogically and culturally, we are referring to the adherence and significance of each event in terms of how one generation is connected to the next, which results in what is most commonly referred to as genealogical ancestry, from one's parents to their grandparents, and continuing through their great grandparents, which includes a thorough knowledge of the history of the ancestors with whom they are associated. Following the genealogy drive, this would be the era of cultural studies, which bends anthropological and historical methodologies to analyze popular cultural traditions and cultural interpretations of historical experience. It examines the records and narrative descriptions of past events, in encompassing the continuum of events, and interprets the record of human societies by denoting denoting the various distinctive ways of life developed by a group of people through the accumulation of past cultural activity, such as ceremony, class in practices, and interaction with the locals. In that vein, we have evidence that tribe people are genetically and culturally related? In essence, yes. The solid evidence I have acquired in the oral tradition, which is a tradition or a practice that is passed down orally or via speech, typically from generation to generation. Although oral traditions are rarely written down, They can reveal a great deal about society and the people who created them, as well as enable history to be preserved and shared by tribes that lack or do not have writing. It is a collective activity that informs and expresses the enduring principles and values of that society, including those that are changing. It contains the wisdom and accomplishments of civilization in areas such art, politics, religion, and healthcare. In essence, oral tradition invariably captures cultural reality. Oral traditions not only convey and generate emotion in the listener, but also transmit, record, and depict numerous facets of MINSUPALA cultural life, including values, customs, attitudes, history, and social institutions, and also the arts. The majority of oral traditions are composed of folk tales, which can be classified as divination stories, hunter stories, experience stories, female stories about love, intrigue, or treachery, and expiatory and moralizing tales such as legends or fables. Finally, what are the ramifications of Minsupala's Islamization for the Moro, Lumad, and migrants? Interconnectedness. Mindanao and Sulu, on the other hand, are the ancestral homelands of the Philippine Muslims, which is quite fascinating. The majority of the Philippine Muslim population is concentrated in western Mindanao and the Sulu archipelago, representing a varied group of people from a variety of cultures and religions while retaining internal cohesions. Lumads, Christians, and Muslim all express the same thoughts regarding with regarding with peace. So I hope that answers all the questions that have been asked with regards to the topic, the genealogical and cultural connections of the tribe people in Mindanao and its implications on the Islamization of the island. Thank you for having me today, and have a nice day today.